Hey guys, so I've been doing a bit of research about blue light. According to Harvard Health, blue light has a dark side that's being emitted from our electronic devices like our tablets or our phones and even our VR headsets. So what is this dark side that they're actually talking about? So they posed a question, will blue light from electronic devices increase my risk of macular degeneration and blindness? Which I must admit, it makes me a bit nervous because our VR headset displays are pretty close to our eyes compared to devices like our tablets or our phones. Plus the use case scenarios for VR are increasing, like some of us work out in VR or watch media, and maybe one day we can actually work in VR. More and more users could be spending more time in VR in the future. And here's another thing that Harvard Health points out on the effects of blue light has in our sleep. So if you play VR at night and you're about to sleep soon after, it may mess with your sleep pattern. So for some of us, we may have a harder time sleeping at night right after a VR session. So let's get into all this stuff and find out what we can possibly do. So does staring at electronic devices really cause blindness? A study was published in scientific reports that blue lights being emitted by our phones, tablets, and laptops might increase our chance of blindness. Now that's a big claim. The research was actually done a few years ago in 2018, although it doesn't include VR headsets, but our VR displays does emit blue light. So fast forward to 2019, CBS News did an investigation whether blue light causes blindness.
Blue light from our screens degrades our retina.
I don't have patients coming in ever with any signs of damage to their retinas from looking at their screen all day.
Retinal damage, macular degeneration, that sounds serious.
And it is serious, but the blue light from your screen is not the cause of that stuff.
Now to get a different opinion, I also read an article by Harvard Health that states there's not enough blue light from these devices that can cause harm to retina or any part of the eye. So thankfully, blue light won't eventually make us blind because of our electronic devices, but it can still affect us. Researchers found that blue light can still affect our sleep. Harvard Health mentions that while light of any kind can suppress the secretion of melatonin, blue light at night does so more powerfully. So melatonin is a type of hormone that ties to our sleep cycle. So if you're producing less of these hormones, you may not be getting enough sleep. So they recommend if you use any electronic devices at night, consider blue blocking glasses. Now you can't technically put on blue blocking glasses and put on your headset, but there is a possibility you can scratch your headset's lenses if your glasses are too close, unless you have a lens protector, and I think it's a bit inconvenient to put on your glasses each time you wear your VR headset. Now fortunately, there's a company out there called VR Wave that makes blue light filters that's made specifically for VR headsets displays like the Oculus Quest 2, where we don't have to buy any blue light blocking glasses, which makes it very convenient because it can actually be attached to the headset's display. They even did a quick demo on their lenses with no blue filters versus with the blue filters that seems to really guard our eyes against the blue light. And plus, they have an option of prescription lenses, which is definitely a plus for those who need to wear glasses in VR. It's just much simpler to get into VR without worrying about putting anything on or even worrying about if your glasses are too close to the lenses and you might accidentally scratch your headset's display. Now, the package that I received along with the frames with the blue light filter includes these two magnetic frames to attach to the headset's display, but it also comes with two extra magnetic frames as backups. It also comes with two lens cleaning wipes and a lens cleaning cloth. As far as the installation, it's just a few steps. So the first step is to take the facial interface off so you can actually see what you're doing. Now next, apply the magnetic frames around the headset display. Just make sure the magnetic display is facing towards you and you're applying the frame on the correct side of the display. So to help with that, you'll notice the frames is marked with an L indicating left and R indicating right. So just align the frames with the display by having these magnetic points along the outside and then push down a bit and it should slide right in. And then just do the same thing on the other side, push it down a bit and again it should slide right in. And then align the lenses on top of the magnetic points and it should easily stick right against each other. And that's pretty much it. Just put back the facial interface and you're ready to go. Probably takes less than 2 minutes to set up. Now as far as the material, it's lightweight plastic that surrounds these lenses. It's really not much weight to them. So what I like about these magnetic frames is how easy to take take the lenses off without also taking out the facial interface and snapping the frames. You can easily switch them out for prescription lenses if you're sharing your headset with someone who needs glasses in VR or vice versa. The quality of magnets on the frames is decently strong where it doesn't shift while you're gaming, but it's easy enough to take off to switch out the lenses if needed. Now the VR Wave sight not only had the option of adding blue light and anti-glare filter to reduce the reflection of the screen, you could actually customize it according to your prescription information. Now if you don't have that information, it's suggested to ask your optical practitioner for that. Also, if you're wondering what some of these categories mean, they do explain it below if you scroll down a bit. I think the company makes the process pretty simple to understand and what they're asking for. As you can see, the prices do vary according to the options you select. So depending on your prescription information, it can cost from anywhere from $45 to $60 per lens. And if you'd like to add in additional options like the blue light or anti-glare filters, that could cost another $10 to $15. Now they also have lenses for the Quest 1, the Rift S, Valve Index, HP Viewer G2, HTC headsets, and PSVR. Just know that some of the lenses don't come with magnetic frames, so instead the frames would snap onto the headset display like the HP Viewer G2. Personally, I like the magnetic frames. It's definitely easy to switch in between these lenses, especially if you're sharing headsets. So overall, I definitely love the convenience of these lenses that help block the blue light, and I think it's especially a huge advantage for people who need to wear glasses for VR. It basically helps simplifies the process of getting into VR headset. Personally, the blue light does affect me when I'm playing late at night. It definitely takes me longer to fall asleep after playing a game in VR, but with the lenses on, I did notice a difference. I didn't have an issue of falling asleep right after playing a game in VR, but it could be different for some people because blue light does affect people in different ways. Ever since I received it, I personally use it every day now. Also, just know that you can use night mode and lower the brightness on the Oculus Quest to help with the issue of the blue light by going to your settings tab under menu and adjusting the brightness and changing it to night mode. But that gives you this yellowish orange tint to your game, which dulls the colors of the experience. Therefore, the blue filter on the lenses is a nice option without actually having to change the screen to night mode. So that's all I got for today, guys. If you liked the video, press the like button and consider subscribing. Talk to y'all later.